Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Olipa Katongo Kunda.
And my name is Gabriela Mwape.
Yeah, so in the last vlog I did, I don't know if that was the last video, but in the last vlog I talked about how the both of us had started a prayer group. So in our prayer group, one of the activities that we do is every Thursday we meet together, obviously online, and we discuss any topic that we want, relating it to our Christian lives, but even just discussing it as normal human beings. So this week we decided to share with you our Hot Topic Thursday. And so this week we're going to be talking about music. Obviously, we want you guys to be part of this conversation. So if at all you have something you want to say about music in your prayer life as a Christian person, please make sure to drop your point of view in the comments.
So when we talk about music, in what insights do you want to relate it to? Because music is a very sensitive topic.
Yeah, and it's very vast. It's a very vast topic. And to be honest, because of the way we do our Hot Topic Thursdays, I never want to limit how we discuss a topic.
Exactly.
Right? It goes in the direction that it goes.
Mm-hmm.
But then here's what I want to talk about music. So I recently watched this movie, which I actually did like. It's called Praise This. Mm-hmm. So Praise This is about this young girl who really doesn't have a relationship with God, but she's forced to live with her uncle who does have a relationship with God. And then at her uncle's house, she's forced to participate in the church choir. So she goes with it. She performs and whatnot because singing is her passion. But she's never really into it. She doesn't like to sing at church. What she wants to be is a music star. However, in this movie, they use a lot of secular songs that they change the lyrics to make them Christian, right? And I also saw this with there's this pastor who was being told, yes, he was on fire because he did an Easter play or something of that nature, and in that Easter play they used secular music that they changed the translations to all that kind of stuff. So it was like, okay, people seem mad about this, but like, what's the big deal? Like, maybe we can start from there.
It depends on the song, honestly, right? Because I remember in high school, you remember that song Bottoms Up, Bottoms Up? People would say by then there was this group of Christians, like they never listened to secular music, but then they would turn bottoms up to Bibles up, right? For me, first and foremost, you can never change the meaning of a song. I don't think there's anything wrong with music, right? It's just what you do with it. You get what I mean? So if you want to change the song from bottoms up to Bibles up and it works for your church or it works for you, but don't you think in the back of your mind you know that it's bottoms up?
Definitely, I do think no matter how much you will sing Bibles up, you know that the song is bottoms up,
and you feel like twerking
with your.
But you will feel that way. So we can keep these things separate. See.
So you're saying secular music should be separate from gospel music, and there shouldn't be a remix of any sort?
No, don't remix anything. Let's give it an example to Zambian music. If we get Mutima Wanga and we say we are singing it for God, you'll know for sure in the back of your mind there's a gent. See, you can't intertwine to. You can't.
What about that? There are certain songs that are originally gospel songs. Well, they're about good news, but the way they are sung, you can use them as a romantic song. Yeah. And people have gotten away with that. The way they are sung sounds like you are professing your love to somebody.
Someone.
Isn't that
Let's
the same thing?
Let's give an example.
I feel like I can't pin a song right now, but there are songs like About Chungu's music. A lot of About Chungu's music.
Imperfect.
Even Imperfect is not. Imperfect is a love song.
Yeah.
Imperfect is a love song. But I can't pin my mind on a song right now. But there are certain songs that he has sung which are not love songs. They are actually gospel.
Either use it for your love or you use it for...
But does that make sense?
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. That's what I'm saying. It's very confusing, and music is very sensitive because people just be like, don't judge me by my music. And again, I would say There's nothing wrong with music. It's how you use the music. Do you get what I'm saying?
Remember, I don't know how long ago it was, but a number of years ago, there was a song by, what's her name? Tasha Jacobs? What's her name?
Launch song with Nicki Minaj.
With Nicki Minaj. And there was an uproar. What do you think about that?
I've never had a...
Actually, let's even bring it down local.
Abel and Chandana K.
Yes! Where are we going too far? Let's talk about Abel and Chandana K.
I have no problem with a secular artist singing with a Christian artist.
Mm-hmm.
Because you guys, music is ministry.
Mm-hmm.
So when you sing, you're trying to reach even the people who you will not reach if you're singing in church.
Mm.
So if we listen to Overcomers in Champs, you'll feel a certain way. Like, it does touch someone. You guys,
how many times have you been in Champs with vodka in your body and you start to think, oh wow, we are overcomers.
No, Sincerely, it slaps. We are overcomers. You start to think of all the things
Anyway, let us shot him. Victory is in us.
No, but you never know who it reaches in that bar. You can sing a collabo, we get it. But the difference is example. If you are going to sing a song with Chandana K and you're a gospel artist and they are bams, that's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's so, like, what are you trying to communicate? It's different when we are singing a song, because even those people pray.
Mm.
You know, Christianity is not about the people who can pray. It's about the people who are looking for God, searching for God. So if he can minister to the people who follow Chandana K,
Mm-hmm.
then great.
Mm-hmm.
He's ministered.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's going to sing, no, we are featuring and he's talking, Amatako yobe yakulu, come on, iya ineba kanya.
Mm-hmm. It's like there's a miscommunication.
Yes, because you are supposed to minister to us. Why are you singing Amatako yobe yakulu? No, Sisi. There's a difference. And even Tasha Cobbs, she was trying to minister and reach
More people,
the Nicki people, you know, but people don't want these things mixing up.
Also, I feel like there is this misconception that people who listen to secular music are all devil worshippers.
No.
I don't know why or where this comes from, that anybody who listens to gospel music is a devil worshipper. Oh, sorry, secular music.
It's not a Christian.
You are automatically a devil worshipper. You are only
Yeah.
recognized as a Christian by the music you listen to, if you worship and if you praise. How do you feel about that?
Like I've said it before, there is music for everything. There is music you play when you're working out. There is music when you're worshiping. There's music when you're cleaning the house. There's music when you're doing happy funky. So it's what you get from that music. Mm-hmm. Music, like, let's give an example. Music, whose music can we go to fast? A guy, Roberto, right? My name is Roberto. You're dancing, you're feeling good. And then there's Neo, sexy love. What comes to your mind?
Romance and, you know, that
Cuddles.
kind of thing.
Yes. So it's there's certain music, Chris Brown's music, Back to Sleep.
Mm.
What comes to your mind? Yeah, going back to sleep. It's what you guys, a certain music that makes you do things that you're not supposed to do.
So doesn't that then go back to the point of why Christians say you shouldn't listen to certain music? Because if you're a Christian and this certain song makes you feel like going back to sleep, why are you listening to that in the first place?
It all goes back to conviction. I can listen to Back to Sleep and not feel anything. It's a nice song. Someone else will listen to Back to Sleep and it will take them to go and fornicate.
Mm-hmm.
Someone will listen to Roberto's music and they'll sleep and they'll clean the house. Someone need to take them to go now to the bar, drink and fight people. It's all about how the music convicts you. Mm-hmm. There's certain music that you feel convicted and there's certain music that you're just listening to it. Mm-hmm. You get what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's the same as, it's not what you eat that makes you unclean. It's what comes out from within. So it's what you think about when you listen to that song. Mm-hmm. So if you have no self-control, if you don't feel like you can hold yourself when you listen to Back to Sleep, there's a problem with you. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's a problem with music. It's entertainment. Mm-hmm. There's music. I don't think God can say, okay, there are those who have weddings where they play gospel. That's what they want. You know what I mean? but it's entertainment. But it's what you do with that. If your entertainment, you're dancing and you want to take off your clothes down, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about cursing or cussing? It's cussing in music.
I love bad bitches. It's my problem. I'm not about to judge people because I do cuss time and again. I don't have a problem. It's entertainment.
You know, I have found myself not really enjoying cuss music.
Mm-hmm.
I will, like, you know, there are certain songs that are trending on TikTok. Like, you know, there's that Kamasmo part that is trending. I will sing along when a video comes. Like, oh yeah, why you fucking lying? You like that. But like, I have found myself unable to listen to, like, Meg Thee Stallion. I can't really listen. Like, I just can't. It doesn't sit well with me anymore because I don't like it. Really and truly. Also, let's put into perspective that I've never really been a music person like that. Like, I won't sit and listen to music for hours. I will listen to music when I want to do something, I want to clean, cook, or whatever, that kind of thing. But personally, I'm not really a music person. Even when I drive, I like it quiet. But I have found myself so much more leaning towards listening to worship music or praise music. And even when I do listen to secular music, it's mostly oldies and Zambian music.
So your spirit no longer aligns with that kind of music.
Yeah.
So it's conviction. If your spirit, there are certain movies that I can't watch now because of too much sexual scenes. Like, I get like, I can't. So now I rather watch movies that are funny, comedy. I don't like watching movies where they're fighting too much and killing anymore. So it's what you can take and what your spirit allows you to do. You get what I mean, right? Like, there are certain people who listen to music is just a form of entertainment, right? So when they listen to I Love Bad, they want to just finish cleaning the house fast while dancing so that it doesn't feel like a chore. But then like, if you want to listen to worship music and feed your spirit and feed your soul, listen to gospel music.
Do you think we can wait before we go into that? Let's read the Ezekiel
28.
So we are reading from Ezekiel chapter 28, verses what? 13 and 14?
13 and 14.
Yeah.
Guess the song in my head.
I don't want to guess.
Guess. Please. I love Ben. 28. 20 what? No, Sissy. 13 to 14.
It's chapter what? I can't even find it.
Okay, I can read.
Chapter 20?
28. 13
yes,
and
go
14.
ahead.
You were in Eden, the garden of God. Every precious stone adorned you. Carnelian, chrysolite, and emerald, topaz, onyx, and jasper, lapis, lazuli, turquoise, and beryl. Your settings and mountings were made of gold. On the day you were created, they were prepared. You were anointed as a guardian cherub, for so I ordained you.
Continue.
You were on the holy mount of God. You walked among the fiery stones. You were blameless in your ways from the day you were created till wickedness was found in you. Through your widespread trade, you were filled with violence and you sinned. So I drove you in disgrace from the mount of God, and I expelled you, guardian cherub, from among the fiery stones. Your heart became proud on account of your beauty, and you corrupt your wisdom because of your splendor. So I threw you to the earth. I made a spectacle of you before kings. By your many sins and dishonest traits, you have desecrated your sanctuaries. So I made a fire come out from you, and it consumed you, and I reduced you to ashes on the ground. In the sight of all you were watching, all the nations who knew you are appalled at you. You have come to a horrible end and will be no more.
So we read all the way up to
19.
verse 19. So chapters 28 from 13 to 19. And so I read briefly why this verse was selected. And they were talking about how it's described. Okay, so it's saying that this is talking about basically the devil or Satan, right? And how it describes Satan as a cherub. So I think we all know that, I don't know where that actual information is, but anyway, the cherub is like, Jesus. The devil was an angel of music, right? The devil was an angel of music. So basically, people were saying that because the devil is an angel of music, he is a musician. That is his craft. So he was an angel of music, and he uses that as his ministry to get people to worship him. How do you feel about that?
That's the truth. And when I was reading, something came upon me like said, why would you listen to songs which curse if you want to be set apart? We sing gospel music to worship who? God. So if you're listening to those like that type of music, who are you worshiping? Right? So if here it talks about, you said what again?
About him being a cherub?
Him being a cherub and
him being a musician
and advocating
using
for
music.
Yes. Yeah. It's true, one do.
I do think it's true, but we can't run away from everything you said before. We can't run away from conviction.
You can.
We can't run away from intent. And also we can't run away. Like, not all secular music is bad.
Yeah.
Not all secular music has a bad
meaning
or message or whatever. There are certain songs which, for sure, it may be catchy in the way it sounds, but what it's actually talking about, you would even be like, this. There is. Remember, I told you about that song by Ruga. I think it's called Girlfriend or something of that nature. Red Flags. I don't know. When I downloaded it and I started listening to it, this guy was talking about how this girl is complaining to him to say, why are you treating me like this? You treat me so badly, da 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 da. And then he says, well, you saw the red flags and you ignored them, so here we are. I'm going to continue treating you. If you want, you should leave or no. I was like, I'm not going to listen to that. I deleted it immediately because I can't stand for that. Like, why
It's
would
not what you stand for.
Yeah, like, why would somebody speak to another person like that? And for me, that just didn't sit well with me, and I ended up deleting the song. So I feel like it's also important for us to listen, to pay attention to what the song is telling us, to even what we feel when, like, certain songs you should pay attention to say, when I'm in what mood do I want to listen to this song? Then you know to say, okay, this song provokes me towards this or towards that. You know what I mean? I feel like that is something that is just that. But then there are certain instances where you hear people say that people like Christians or prayerful people who listen to secular music are being hypocritical. Hypocritical. What do you think?
Or lukewarm.
Oh yeah. Oh look, that's their favorite word. Lukewarm. Yeah. What do you think?
To each his own. See, God knows the heart. You can't sit and throw a stone at someone and judging them when their spirituality is fine. And some people only say that person is lukewarm because they're reflecting their own insecurities. They're listening to music and then what you do worse. You know what I mean? So you can't judge someone out of what they're doing outside, things of outside, listening to music. And And again, it also depends on the music also. I don't think you can be a Christian lady and maybe you are saying something online about Christian and the music in the background is WAP.
That's the back of your sense.
It's the meaning in the song. What are you trying to communicate? But you people, music is entertainment. It's just what's in here. It's the power of the mind. If you're going to have evil here, a lot of things for you will be bad because that's what you want it to be.
I think even people who already have evil can turn even the gospel of gospel music into an evil song.
Because
Anything can be bad.
Because there's some people who still complain about Maverick City music.
Oh yeah, Hillsong. People still complain about Hillsong.
Hillsong that we used to listen to from. What's wrong with that music? Because there are people with tattoos there. There are people who have cut one side of the head. Why are they singing like that? Why are they at award shows? There are no Christians at award shows.
And that's the thing. It's like, why are you making it look like everyone else who's there is not a Christian?
How can they sing on the same stage as Sam Smith?
So should they have come with their own stage? I don't know. It's weird.
I wish I was there during the times of Jesus, so I see where Jesus used to go and preach the word.
But anyway, so the thing is, I'm always saying this. For me, I really find that someone who is a Christian, or someone who, I feel like even someone who I will look up to say, oh, this one is, they seem prayerful and they seem, you know what I mean? I want to see how well-rounded you are. For me, it's not enough for you to just be, I'm a prayer warrior. I want to see what kind of human being are you, because before anything else, you're a human being. Your flesh will always fight the spirit. That's the truth of the matter. So how well-rounded are you? How knowledgeable are you about what's going on around
because
you?
Are you aware that these people who go to these churches, like where they tell them that you can't do anything else, they stop drinking medicine? If they're sick, they can't go to work because they're saying their work is a worldly place. You can't go to a wedding. You can't play drums at your kitchen party because the drums are worldly.
You people, even ourselves, we are worldly.
See, when I tap this verse, another verse, let's go to Psalm 71. And again, this music is very catchy. Huh? It's different. It's like just singing one word of Lela to Lady.
No, but that's the thing. I think that's a very good point you've brought out. I think that's why a lot of anti-Christian music people are angry these days, because Christian music is now catchy. Because we are having fun when we are listening to our songs. We are actually happy. I put my faith in Jesus. We're calling on because they're actually trending. Yes. I think they don't like that. People want Christian music to look like you are suffering.
Singing.
They want you as a Christian to look like, they don't expect you as a Christian to look nice. No. You don't have to look good. You mustn't smell nice. You mustn't have your hair done. You must look as ragged as possible. And I think that is one of the biggest issues that they have right now. So yeah, let's read Psalm 71 verses.
71 verses 23. Oh, I like this. Let's start from 22.
Okay.
I will praise you with a harp for your faithfulness, my God. I will sing praise to you with the lyre, Holy One of Israel. My lips will shout for joy when I sing praise to you, I whom you have delivered. My tongue will tell of your righteous acts all day long for those who wanted to harm me.
Have been shamed
have been disgraced. Put to shame and confusion. I like that. I like the part which says, my lips will shout for joy when I sing praise to you, I whom you have delivered. When we are singing these songs, especially that song that we like by Elohim,
by Nathaniel Bassey.
Yeah. That song, you can cry when you sing to it because you know for sure that God has been that for you. Who is more mighty than God, So I like this verse. So when you sing, make sure your tongue sings praise for God. My sister likes to say worship is the best prayer. Thanksgiving and worship is the best prayer because it's prayer. It's from your heart and your lips.
But also, you don't need to please anybody by being a Christian in the public. So when you're going out, you want to play your gospel music, and are you listening to this music in the background? And I think these are some of the takeaways we can take from this. Also, be a wholesome Christian. By wholesome Christian, we don't mean indulge in everything. That's not what we are saying, right? There's something that I've come to learn and accept, and I always say this to my sister to say, as a Christian, as a believer of Christ, you can do all things. Everything. We can do everything. It's allowed to us. Everything. But not everything is beneficial. A Christian knows that I am lawful to do anything, but not everything is beneficial. That is what will separate me and another person who's not a believer.
Because you say, you can do it, but it's up to you to say, do I really need to do it?
Yes. How is this improving my life?
Yes. Okay, all we can say is, all in all, integrity is very important. Don't just do things because people are watching. Do things also, like, don't just play music because people are watching you, gospel music. Even in your own private time when no one's watching but God, what do you do? So this is just one spectrum music. There are so many other things. So it's what you do with the music, how you relate to it, and how your spirit is convicted by it. But most importantly, we live our life to be set apart for God, to be different from the next person, right? And to glorify God through everything that we do. So in everything that you do, how do you glorify God?
Yeah.
And it's not a one day thing, it's a process. Like
Yeah.
me, I still listen to, like when I listen to them, I can't have it in my phone, but when I listen to it or when I crave it, I will go on YouTube and listen to it, right? Because I want to get a jump start to my day, to clean, to do this and do that and do that. So it's an all-rounded thing. It's just what you do with the music.
Yeah, I agree. So also you must also be aware of what does this music make you produce, like what comes out of you after you listen to certain music. That will help you decide what songs you can listen to and songs that you're like, okay, maybe this is not for me. So yeah,
Because
I
the
think
same
that's
mouth
it.
you used to insult is like when I curse, that's what I think about. So this same mouth that you're insulting with is the same mouth that you want to pray with.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed our Hot Topic Thursday discussion, and let us know if you want to have more of these
Yeah.
on our YouTube. If like you'd want us to have more Hot Topic Thursday discussions here, and then yeah, give us your contributions in the comments below, and please share with your friends and family. Bye.